Hello, and welcome to my podcast, I Survived La Chancla, hosted by yours truly, Carmela. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone has had a wonderful week. Hope everyone is in good spirits and ready for this weekend. Nice weather. Ya se fue el pinche calor, man. Welcome to my podcast, I Survived La Chancla, a hilarious podcast celebrating tough love, humor, life lessons from growing up Hispanic and the chancla. On this episode, we will be talking about things that Hispanic mom says to her kids. We have quite a few of them. Some of these you may have heard, and some you may have not. And some of these are usually doing in a yelling voice. Okay, so don't forget, you can hit me up on Facebook. Leave me a message, drop me some feedback. Let me know what you thought about the show, if you could relate to anything. Also, my nosy neighbor segment at the end of the episode. At the end of the episode, I'll have a segment that's called the nosy neighbor. Hi, I'm your nosy neighbor, where I will share a story. I have a lots of them, some crazy ass neighbors. Yeah, so don't forget, if you would like to send in your nosy neighbor story, please feel free. On Facebook, you can send it to me or you can email it chanclasurvivor0 at gmail.com. So send me the letter and I will definitely put on the show. Okay, don't forget also, every Friday I will be dropping an episode. So go check that out every Friday. Go subscribe and leave a comment. Okay, do you ever hear yourself say some of the stuff that your mom said to you when you were younger? Stuff like "te vas a acordar" or "wait till we get home" or "you're gonna get it." All of those. I know there's a whole bunch of us that can relate to this information, these examples that I'm going to give. Some I have, no, I think I wrote down other ones. Growing up Hispanic, we were taught tough love. There was kind of like an emotional thing, not really. We pretty much heard like our moms yelling all the time, and that was usually because we made them that way. It's like I always said, behind every loud ass Mexican mom are the kids that made her that way. Behind every loud ass yelling Mexican mom are the kids who made her that way. So think about it. I say some of these to my kids, and I wonder like if my kids are gonna one day say it to their kids. I hope I'm here to see that. So let's go ahead and dig in to these examples of things Mexican or Hispanic mom says some on a daily. All right, let's get started. Things a Hispanic mom says to her kids. One, porque yo te dije, because I said so. That's why, because I said so. No explanation needed, because I said so. That's it. You couldn't ask questions, okay? Because mom said so. And the next one is, ya vas a ver llegando a la casa. That means, ooh, you're getting your ass whooped when you get home. Hopefully, you'd had a mom like mine that would forget. So by the time we got home, she had forgotten what she was going to do. Sometimes, most of the time. There'd be some times where she just like, mm-mm. So you know that scorn you're going to get at home for acting like a fool in public? Yep, those are coming. If your friends jump off a bridge, are you or will you? This one I remember my mom used to tell me all the time. If your friends jump off a bridge, are you gonna jump? I'm like, I don't know, maybe it depends why they're jumping. So it's crazy how the difference of the generation, um, you know, about jumping off the bridge. I asked her that one time. Her response was, why would my friends jump off a bridge? Oh my God, mijita. Not a little bridge. So literal. So literal. It's like when I told her one time that I was feeling a little butthurt. No, that I was feeling some type of way. And she was like, what does that mean? I was like, it just means that, I'm butthurt. And she got quiet and she says, your butt literally hurts. I was like, no, the literalness. I don't even know if that's a word. Literal. So fucking literal. Anyways, on to the next. This hurts me more than it hurts you. When I was a kid and I heard that shit, I would be like, yeah, right, mom. I'm the one that's getting my ass beat with a chancla and a fucking belt. And it hurts you? Man, come on. It hurt you because you had to get up and hit me. It did not hurt you more than I did. But now that I'm a mom, well, I have little issues with my hands, like arthritis, I guess. When I tried to spank one of my kids, yeah, I wasn't able to because my fucking hand hurt. So I was like, this literally hurts me more than it hurts you. But that was for real. It wasn't like my mom. The next one. No me contestes. Do not talk back. No, no, no. Better not say anything. Better not even whisper it. Don't even think it. Just walk on. Just keep on walking. Do not. No te va a salir bien. Okay. I've had it up to here with you. That's so familiar with my mom. I've had it up to here with you. Tú y tus pendejadas. I know that was her love. That was her way of showing love. Another one. Mírame cuando te hablo. If you do not give eye contact to a Hispanic mom, especially when she's getting on to the kid, oh no. Yep. Don't do that. Also, do not say the chanclazos don't hurt because, baby, coming back even harder. It was a bad chancla in my situation. It was a flappy one. It wasn't even a good one. I should have a redo back on that one. All right, next one is cola larga. Cola larga. This was my grandma's favorite word all the time. Every time we'd go in and out of her house, we would leave the door open. The last one would end up leaving the door open. So she would yell, cola larga, which means long ass. So she would ask us, you got a long ass? No. Okay, then why is my door open? Your ass still coming out? Cola larga. Yeah, that was my grandma's. Or this one también went with that one. ¿Piensas enfriar todo el pinche barrio? Que that was my mom. When you left the door open and the AC was running? Hell no. No te hagas pendeja. Don't be a dumbass. No te hagas pendejo. No, don't act stupid. Don't act stupid. No te hagas pendeja. Tú sabes, pendeja. I always thought pendeja was a word, a real bad word. But I see that a lot of, you know, people use it. Okay, so on to the next. Chingada madre. That was my mom's famous fucking words. Every time she would like come into my room and it wasn't clean or I didn't do my chores or I didn't do something I was supposed to do, yeah, I would hear those words. Chinga madre, Carmen. ¿Qué voy a hacer contigo? Love me, mom. This was my grandma's. She used to tell this to my older cousins who had boyfriends. No te puedes ni lavar el culo y que eres novio. Can't even wipe your ass, your own ass, and you want a boyfriend. Mijita, no, 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 no. Nobody's gonna want a smelly ass. Ni te puedes lavar el culo y que eres novio. Mm-mm. Ponte tell a Mexican, Hispanic mom that you are bored If you did not want to do anything, that was the wrong thing to do because she's going to tell your ass, ponte a limpiar. My mom would put us to clean the fucking closets in the hallway. Hated that shit. Or the baseboards. And to me, it just seemed like she was just sitting there watching me do it. Oh wait, she was sitting there watching me do it. I had to do it. I didn't have a fucking choice. Um, yeah, you really didn't have a choice. You had to do what you were told. Te mandas sola? Okay. That is when a kid makes a decision for him or herself without consulting the parent. You think you're the boss of yourself? Que te mandas sola? Yo me mando sola. That's why I can't have someone else telling me not to. Aquí la que manda soy yo. I am the boss of this place, of the house, of the kingdom. There's only one bitch. There's enough room for one bitch. So don't even try me. Don't even try. Anyways, a la otra. Ponte las pinches pilas. Chingada madre. Ponte las pinches pilas. That means get your ass up and do something. Ponte las pilas means fucking do put your battery on or something, do something. And if you get caught doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing and they catch you right red-handed, you would probably hear this. Oh sí, qué chula te miras. Not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Or qué bonita. Oh my God, it's so crazy. One of the ones from that my mom that she would tell us all the time. If you open it, you close it. If you drop it, you pick it up. If you move it, you put it back. If it ain't yours, don't fucking touch it. Point blank. I want to say my mom was like cold and like hard on discipline, but she would forget I was punished all the time. So, okay, I love this one. ¿Quieres dormir calentito? Porque te voy a dar una razón para que llores de verdad. Oh my God. ¿Quieres dormir calentita? Give me a blanket. No, fucking whoop my ass. Famous, 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 famous one. I think every Hispanic mom has said this at least once in their motherhood time, in their time of being a mother. Why are you crying? ¿Por qué chingado estás llorando? ¿Qué te hicieron? What? What happened? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? And they never answer you. They just keep crying. Yeah, that was a good one. This is another one that I always wanted to come back on my mom and say something, but I never did. Whenever she would send me somewhere to go get something for her, first of all, she would say she wanted something purple in her from her dresser. So I would go in the cajon where she's telling me, and I would look for the purple bata. Here I am looking all over, looking in the cajones. I mean, everywhere. I didn't see this purple vata. So then I look closely, I start taking everything out, and then I see a little, what do you call it? A little bow. It was a little purple bow, but it was black vata with a tiny purple bow. And that was her purple vata. Like, okay, Hela, come on. So she was about this one. What happens if I get up and go check myself? What happens if I get up and go check myself and I find it? Because it's there. You think I was born last night? No, 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 mijito. I was born at night, not last night. So don't act like I was born last night. ¿Me miras cara de pendeja? You see me a dumbass? Do you see a dumbass here? Yeah, cara de pendeja. Cara de pendeja. Nunca debes de tener cara de pendeja. Bórrate la P. No pendeja. Okay. Do as I say, not as I do. Biggest hypocrites. Biggest hypocrites. We will sit there and tell you not to drink and drive, but it's okay for us to do it. I mean, not us. I don't do that, but for other people. It's because y'all don't have experience. You need experience. You no tienen. Okay, I'm counting to three, and your ass better be over here right now. One, and then my mom would get to three. One again. I'm like, Mom, stop. She would get to 25, 30, still not over there. When I was your age, or back in my day, they didn't do this shit. I tell my kids that all the time. All the time. This is a very typical mom, Hispanic mom thing to say because I know I've said it too. The day that I die, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You need to start taking care of shit. I'm not always gonna be around. They don't even want to think about that shit. But the day that I die, what are you gonna do? You're gonna miss my ass, so you better treat me right now while I'm here. I don't want you crying over my grave and shit. Nah. This is the one I tell my kids all the time. You have a maid coming to pick up your shit? Um, or mijito, we ain't got a maid. The maid is off today. And then they'll be like, the maid was off yesterday. And she's off tomorrow too. There is no fucking maid. Pick up your own shit. That's all you gotta do. Pick up your own shit. Oh, I'm not your maid. I'm not your maid. That's another one. I will give you. You want me to give you a real reason to cry? Te vas a acordar de mí. Te vas a acordar de mí. And you will. You will. Things that were said to you, like either on a daily or just regularly, they tend to stick with you. And I took it on as my adult and as in my adulthood. These are just things that Mexican Hispanic mom just will say. Some more than others, but I guarantee you, every Mexican mom has said at least one of those. Okay, so these are so true. Like a lot of them are said by all of them are said by Hispanic moms. Some yelling, some, you know, in a low, sweetheart voice. And then you got bitches like me that's a chingada madre. Well, only because no. Okay, okay. I'm gonna backtrack here and I'm gonna explain a little bit. I didn't wake up. I didn't wake up wanting to yell. Like, no, that was not my intention to get up and start yelling. No. Why I start yelling is because I ask for something or ask the kids to do something and they don't do it. The first 10 times are asked politely, 11 through 20, not so politely. And that's where the raging bitch comes out. Because at this point, I'm like, what the fuck? Why can't you, why can't you, oh my God, oh my God. All right. Okay. Well, anyways, that is the end of episode 4. Now it is time for Nosy Neighbor. Hi, I'm your nosy neighbor. Well, I used to live in this apartment and I was living by myself. And I happened to see this ad about serving lunches for the kids during the summer. And so I went to go talk to the office about it. And they told me it's through a third party company, whatever. I called them, got on like right away. And since I think my apartments, they were going to be closing soon. So a lot of people were moving out. So I was upstairs. The apartment downstairs was vacant, and they ended up giving it to me to feed the kids there. Like all the kids in the neighborhood. So we would, they would bring the food. This restaurant would bring the food in the morning, So they would bring it, and I would put it in the oven. I would go back upstairs, and then come back at 11, serve them lunch, and then I live upstairs, right, from a job. Stairs, like 10 stairs. Bitch still couldn't get there on time. So all the little neighborhood kids, they would come and they would eat and stuff. But then I knew that there were some that went with the babysitter or weren't there during the day because their parents worked. And so they told me that we couldn't keep the food, that we had to throw everything away. So I was like, dang, how am I going to do this? Because I thought somebody would be watching it be through the front. So my neighbors, they were like, you want to give me the food through the back? And then we could take it up to your house upstairs and put it there. I was like, bet. Put chocolate milks, and like little snacks, and then the food, like it would be spaghetti or whatever. And so the neighbors would help me, take it upstairs. And then later on in la tarde, the other kids would come and they would come get their lunch and their fruit or whatever. That was a cool ass neighborhood. It was like everybody looked out for each other, in whatever way. It was like we would go out on our patio. You would see everybody in the patio, and they would be screaming at as people like bullshitting. It was fun. That was like my best place. Yeah. So that everybody knew that I had the chocolate milks and the leftover food. So in the night, not in the night, but yeah, en la tarde, people would come and the kids would. It was cool because the apartment downstairs it was vacant, and so we got to do eat there and everything. I wonder if they ever found out that I stole the food they were supposed to throw away. I'm just not gonna throw food, especially when there's kids that were hungry. I'm just not gonna do it. But it was the neighbors' unity that helped me steal the food for the kids. Wow, damn, that was so nice. Well, so that was my nosy neighbor segment. I hope you enjoyed this episode 4. So be on the lookout next Friday for episode 5. And I am going to be discussing the superstitions that I grew up with. So stay tuned for next episode so you can see what superstitions I will be discussing. And if you want to send some superstitions that you believe or that you go by, send them to me on Facebook. Leave me a message, post it, on there. Let me know what is one superstition thing that you still believe, and even though it's not logical. Be on the lookout every Friday for a new episode. Go like and subscribe my show. So I will see you next week. Muchos thank yous. Se bañan, se tallan y se toman el agua. Peace.